Hey guys, and welcome back to Life is Feudal. So, Kelvin has gone to bed. Basically, I beat the living crap out of him. He got extremely wounded, like ridiculously so. So yeah, he's away to his beddy buys. So yeah, I'm going to take this opportunity to give a little tips, tricks, different things that I've learned throughout the way that might just be able to help you out. Hopefully, anyway. Trick 1, build mountains. Mountains are great. No, that's not a trick. Right, what I've done here, you may see this, it may look like regular ground, it looks exactly like this ground, but it's not, it's ploughed ground. So we've planted, oh, this would be like a little update from what you've not seen lately, what we've done basically. So I've ploughed this ground, here there's a carrot planted there, there's wheat planted there, nothing planted there. Nothing planted in the rest of the 3x3. There's carrot and wheat. Takes forever to find seeds, so I've just decided to leave it. We've got the coop here. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. You can go into manage, but we don't have any animals in it. Pretty cool. So obviously you can sort them. All the animals have an age, so they all die, and you do need to feed them. Dugometer. And like you can breed them and stuff, which is kind of cool. What we found out is that I was kind of hoping that we could get grouse or chickens, basically because with them you get eggs, whereas with the rabbits you don't get eggs, but the rabbits do give you light leather, like thin leather. So I was kind of hoping to do that, but as far as I recall you don't need thin leather for anything, it's all heavy leather. Let's check. Weapons. Nordic sword. Yeah, thick leather. Not heavy leather, thick leather. That was another thing I was wanting to check. I was wanting to check the scale stuff. What do we need for that? Thin leather. Oh, right, okay. So we do need to catch something. Alrighty. I'm not talking about an STD or anything. Let's check this out, make sure it stays hot. Let's here's another little trick. If you've got the forging anvil there, or anything like the kiln, and you don't move but you press tab, and then you click on a dropped objects thing, then you can use this storage to feed stuff into the anvil. So this is basically the way that I do it. You've probably have seen me do it, but not knowing how I've done it because I haven't really explained it. So this is it. Let's actually use the bellows. Normally when I knock one off I use the bellows and then it takes one from here. Nah, not mind that. There we go. Right, let's go check our traps. I placed a few traps up here and they're a bitch to make. Traps require one apple, so technically food. They require 1 apple, 2 sticks and 10 fibres. And fibres were always a pain in the ass for me to make. There's one of the traps. If you're wondering where all my ground litter has went, I've turned it off in the video settings so I can find my traps easier. Just here, grass rendering distance, you turn it right to 0. Ah, it's so bright. Ooh, what the hell? God. Oh my god. Ah, there we go. It's still too bright, but whatever. So I've turned my grass rendering distance right down so I can actually see things. So there's one trap there, you can see I deployed it a while ago. About 1 hour and 45 minutes ago. Still not found anything. I don't know if I'm doing it right or not, but all the data I can find like online tells me that I'm doing it right, but time shall tell. There's another deployed one and here's another one. This one here's my highest quality one, so that one's the one that I've got the kinda the most hope for. You can see I'm still wounded. I think I'm wounded for like half an hour. Yeah, I've got another 13 minutes on it. Christ. So yeah, basically in order to make the best trap you can, you want, firstly, as far as I can tell, fishing and hunting lets you make better traps. Secondly, you want to make out the best stuff. So in order to get the best apples, what you need to do is get a higher farming skill. And then you can search for apples. If you're looking for apples, I'll try and find the right tree for apples so that I can show you what an apple tree looks like. If you're looking precisely for an apple tree to take the apples off of it, shit, there's some around here. I was hoping to try and find... Are these apple trees? No, they're not apple trees, one's on the left. This one's an apple tree, right in front of us. Does it have apples on it? Yes, it does. You know how you tell if an apple tree is going to give you apples? Because it literally has apples. You can see them there. So in order to get the best apples, what you need to do is get your farming skill up as high as possible. You can tell this is what affects the quality and quantity of apples because... It doesn't actually tell you there. Because it puts your farming up when you harvest them. So this has got 22 apples. If you can still see that there's apples on the tree, it means you can farm it again, you can harvest it again. That's just a nice little visual cue. Fucking floating moose. Additionally to that, what you're going to want is you're going to want a high quality stick, or a high quality branch as well. In order to get the highest quality branches, you want to look for these big mothers of trees. Right, the big fucking ones, and then you want to obviously go to your forestry and snap a branch off. This one not affected by your actual forestry skill as far as I can tell. It's affected by the actual quality of the tree. So when this is done, we should have a branch and it'll be of a high quality. Yeah, 73, pretty high quality. Considering that max out 100 and trees like this one, which has got horrible foliage, really thin, really skinny, is going to give you something like 7. Next thing you want to do is you want to find yourself some... what's it called? Plant fibres, that's it. So you want to gather plant fibres. This takes forever, which is a pain in the ass. So my little... my tip for it is you go gather plant fibres and right click it, and then you can press the E key. And E does basically left click, except it's a lot more reliable. So you do that and then you just wait. You can gather plant fibres out of the exact same block constantly. Even if it starts to fail, you can just keep gathering them and it'll just keep bringing on. Like, it might fail twice in a row. If you just keep hitting gather, there you go, I failed. But if you hit gather again, it'll let you do it. Like, there's no set limit, you've just basically got a percentage chance to find on a specific block. There you go, we failed twice in a row and we'll probably find one after it just because of the way that the odds work on it. Let's see, shall we? But yeah, this is the most pain in the ass thing to do, is gather the wild plant fibres. And there you go, we passed. We passed, aka we got it. I don't know why we passed, I don't know what we passed. It is like 7:15 here in the morning, and no, I haven't just woke up. Because who the hell wakes up at 7:15 in the morning? Like, that's just an ungodly hour. Yeah, I've not been to sleep. So if anything retarded comes out my mouth, but anything more retarded than usual, might I add, then yeah, it's probably due to lack of sleep. Got a cup of coffee with me though. Oh, my snow's spilled out. Kevin's been flattening this off to use in creating a larger area down here. So he has actually been working hard. So I'm quite impressed. All I've been doing on the other hand has been smelting down some of the copper to try and get rid of the stuff. It's been an absolute nightmare. There's just so much of it. Ah, bugger, I messed it up. I do that and then twist. My first kiss went a little like this. Oh god, I'm gonna get... One, that song is from fucking years ago and I forget who sings it. And two, I'm gonna get copyright claim for that, ain't I? My singing voice is just too perfect. Come on. See, I quite enjoyed the old fighting with Kelvin at the end of the last episode. Oh, there's another thing that I can help you out on. We found out the proper way to engage in combat. Okay, so these pitchforks are stabbing weapons, right? So what you want to do is you're not really going to hit people like that. That's just a stupid way, and you're going to miss, right? Same with like whacking them overhead. Right, the way in which you choose what way you want to hit people is you move the mouse first and then you hold left click. Right, if you do it quicker, then if you swing to the right and click, then click after the swing, then he pulls it to that side. Move, then click. Nah, I wasn't quick enough. Come on, I'm trying to teach the people here. There you go. Move, then click. If you go down, then click, then he does that. And if you look up, then he goes for a stab. So that's basically how you want to stab things. Let's go and stab this moose just because it's been a scum. Let's let our stamina recover a little bit. And charge the fucking moose. Come at me, moose. No! No, that's wrong, you stupid idiot. Charge the moose! Charge its moosey butt! Come on, moose, you're mine! Ah! There we go. Oh god, now I'm knackered, and I've run the moose off away from our camp. So yeah, obviously it's still an issue because we're not using weapons, we're using militia improvised fucking pitchforks. So the only real way to hit things is if you, like, oh, fuck's sake, if you, I keep forgetting that you can't do like any other movements. So if you want to do any damage, you just have to stab them. Stabba stabba. So yeah, surprisingly it was actually Kelvin that found out how to use the weapons. You think it would have been me, considering the fact that I like beat him to a pulp? Nah, I was just spamming the click. But now I know how to be a bit more tactical about it. Because obviously you don't want to swing a pickaxe. You don't want to swing a what the fuck's that called? God, a pitchfork. Just the same way as you don't want to go like that with a pickaxe. You want to right in the head, or sideways, or fuck yeah. Although when you've got something like, oops, that's number one. When you've got something like a knife, a slash, a backhand slash, a slash in the head, a little sideways slash, or a stab will do. Although this now shit. Let's check how our forging anvil's getting on then. Ah, well, looks like we're done. Yeah, another little tip, if you're wanting to level up your smelting, if you go and just make nuggets, it levels it up just so quick, plus you can autocraft. Oh shit, I don't have my smelting tool equipped. Huh, that's strange, I normally do. Oh, it's because I was messing about with the knife stabbing Kelvin with it. As you do, you know. There we go, so let us melt the stuff down, and copper ingots. Thank you very much. Autocraft. A copper ingot takes 20 copper ore to make, so it's the best way for turning masses of copper into like smaller things, as far as I recall anyway. We can check though. 10 of them is 1.25, so it's 0.125. 4 of them's 20 stones, so they weigh 5 each, and they're 20. That's 2.5. Oh, well. I suppose it could be better. Let's, oops. Get back into first person. I always feel really awkward in third person unless I'm fighting. Right, let's shove some of this on here. Let's grab another 3. Put it there. Let's actually extinguish that for now. I thought that would be a good idea, but we don't actually have any copper kicking about. Let's dump all of this stuff back here. There we go. We're not creating anything else right now, so. There's my skinning knife and my knife. There's my sickle for gathering seeds. And there's my spade, which I actually will need. I'll keep my spade and my pitchfork for now. Let's move that over there. Probably should have done that in a 1A. There's another tip. If you move stuff rapidly, like to equip things, then it doesn't cancel anything. They just all get done with the last thing. Is that a floating fucking fence he's made? No, it's a floating bed. What the hell? I didn't even realise that there was a fuck's sake that there was a bed there. It just goes to show. I don't know if you guys got to see this or not, but it's pretty decent inside. You can see it's been plastered a bit. Outside it still looks like shit. But yeah, it has been plastered a bit. So let's gather a bit of copper. As you can see, we've been, or at least I've been, getting rid of a load of this copper. So we can actually get some of our land back, which would be nice. 30 copper. We need 60 copper. You're best off like digging from the top, because if you start digging lower down, then sometimes you get 30, sometimes you get, there you go, sometimes you get 20. It's a pain in the fucking ass. Because I want exactly 90. And if I don't get 90, then I've got nothing to do with this stuff. If you dig here, sometimes you can get 50 with one dig though, if you dig like at the bottom. If it collapses in on itself, you can get 50. I only got 30. So that's 30, 60. I don't care about the quality of the ores. They just all get smelted down eventually. Alright. So yeah, we've been prospecting for some iron. And it seems like we may be pretty damn close to iron. Which is going to be great if we are. Oh, if I can get... Ah, shit. We can sort that once we're full. There you go, sells 90. The other one's got a bit much, but that's fine. We'll sort that in a sec. Let's run over here to the forge and anvil. There you go, we'll shove the 90 on, we'll light it up. Heat it up a bit. So basically, as far as I can tell, that the heating things work on the forge and anvil is that each one of these has got a quantity of fuel that they give off, say 1,000, and like using the bellows like costs say 200, and once the quantity of fuel's used, then it pops a new one. Plus it ticks down every second, so it pops a new one and adds that to the overall fuel number. But yeah, it's really strange. You can, although I know you've probably heard me complain about it taking ages to smelt anything down, you can speed it up, it's part of the server options. Alright guys, well I'm going to smelt some more copper and get some of that done, and I will see you when I've got a bit more progress to show you. Thanks a lot for watching guys. As always, if you've enjoyed the episode, drop a like down below. If you want to see more Life is Feudal, then subscribe to the channel. I've been Steger, you've been awesome, and I'll see you next time. Splat.